Hello everyone. Today we have a Bronze 2 tank review, and it is a crazy one. The majority of the gameplay is on Hog, but there's a little bit of Ryan to go over at the start, so if you don't care about that, you can use the timestamps in the description to skip ahead. Our player today, Chris, mentioned in their post that they feel like their aim is holding them back, so we're going to keep an eye out for that throughout the VOD. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright everybody, like I said in the intro, we're watching Chris today, who's playing tank in Bronze 2. I haven't watched this replay before, but we're just going to get right into it. Keep in mind this is Bronze, so we're going to focus on big picture ideas here, right? We're looking for basic cover usage, basic understanding of what abilities do and where his team is behind him, things like that, right? So we've got Ryan v Ryan. I'm going to pause it real quick. We have Ana Lucio, which is actually pretty good for us, and they have a Ana Mercy. But honestly, let's be real, the comp doesn't really matter, right? This is Bronze, and so you kind of just want to play with either, you know, whatever you're having fun with or whatever you're going to be able to play well with, regardless of which characters that actually are. So I'm desperately trying to figure out what my keybind is to pull up the overlay, which is right here. And so we'll see that our Lucio is already not with us at all, right? It's actually completely in their spawn, and our Ana's a little far back, maybe AFK, right? So first fight, we're not going to get any healing, and the first step to, you know, winning this fight is realizing that we're not going to get any healing, and it sucks, but right, this is Bronze and this happens. People go AFK, Lucio's try and spawn camp, whatever. So our goal is, now that we know we have no supports, and you know, I don't know if Chris knows that, but hopefully Chris checks, is that we need to play much more around cover, shields, and health packs, right? Instead of relying on our supports to help us, because we're just gonna have to play with the cards we're dealt, and right now we have no supports. Start off with a good pin, but then we take a pin back, and we get antied. Right, and here's probably when he realizes that he's not getting healed. And at this point, our Ana is in the exact same spot, right? And our Lucio is also still in their spawn. Okay, moving on. Yeah, okay, well, I see why you went Roadhog here. This is extremely unfortunate. Your Ana appears to be like an actual robot, an NPC. But we'll stop talking about that too much and start focusing more on what you can do. So far, everything's been good. I mean, you know, good for Bronze, definitely. So you win the first fight. You did give up a lot of point progress, but that's okay. You had no supports. You'll notice you're still at 380 HP, so right now what your focus should be, if your supports are not going to heal you, is finding a health pack, right? And I actually don't know all the health pack locations off the top of my head on this map, but I know for a fact that there's a mega out here. It's kind of far, but you're Ryan, you might just have to pin back and get that one if they're not going to heal you, which it clearly looks like they're not going to heal you. Right, so you should just, okay, so I know you're not getting healed, but at this point you should have already killed this Reinhardt, one way or another, right? You've had pin and fire strike the whole time, and he was, you know, that's one fire strike, that's 50 HP for him. You can either pin over to him and kill him, or try and hit a fire strike on him, right? You don't need to just stand there and watch him. So you try that fire strike, but when that doesn't work, I would just pin over there and kill him, right? He has no supports with him. You don't see any of his supports, just go for the kill. And you kind of let him get out, right? So that's a kill that's a kill we could have got that we didn't. All right, we're waiting for the teams to regroup. Really not much to say about this part. During the downtime, you want to look to be building your ult with fire strike, because that's really the only thing you're going to be able to do at this point in the game, right? So look for fire strikes just on whoever you can hit them on. It doesn't really matter. You're not really looking for kills, but you know, you need to be doing something in your downtime. If you can see an enemy and you have fire strike, you might as well use it. Or if you can't see any enemies, go find a health pack, right? Do something useful with your time. All right. I want to talk a little bit about what Reinhardt's goal actually is, right, and what he's good at. And so it's, you know, maybe obvious once I say it, but you have a huge hammer and you're really good at close range. So what you want to do, basically, gonna need to get my pin pulled up here. Right, so what you're gonna want to do, instead of standing here where you're not going to do anything, right? There's no one to hit here. There's no one to hit when you're standing here. Is you're going to want to play around whatever corner that Ryan's playing on, right? So he's coming up these stairs. So we can just play right here, right on this corner. Usually you're going to pick your corner based off of, you know, the chokes on the map. Some chokes have like certain ones that you're going to play every time. And if you don't know where to play on the map, you usually just play in your supports LOS. Obviously that doesn't really apply this game. You're not getting healed. Usually you'll play somewhere your supports can see you and on a corner. And so a lot of times on this map, what's going to happen is they're going to push in here. Like this is the most common place to push. And so when you're in this, we'll call it a default position, right? Because this is where the fighting usually defaults to, so to speak. You'll play here if they're coming up the close stairs. And so you can meet him here and you can kind of in and out, in and out, in and out. And your supports will be, you know, somewhere on the back of point healing you. Or if they're going to come in on this angle, you can play all the way up here or right here. This spot on the right is kind of worse because they have more LOS on you through this door. But if you play here, right, you can, you know, walk around this corner and brawl their tank. And then when you get low, straight back into cover and your supports heal you. Now your supports aren't healing you. Like I said, you're going to have to kind of adjust your gameplay here. That's in general what we're trying to do with Ryan, right? We're not waiting on the point for them to come to us. That's not what we want to do. We want to take space. We want to give our team opportunities to get kills. All right, let's move back into what you actually do. I know that there's ults going on here. And so this fight, right? Once you see him push up on the left here, what I would like you to do is walk up to this corner with him. You try a pin here. I don't love it, right? Because I mean, you might hit it, but he's got support and you've clearly got nothing right now. I have no idea where your Ana went. Okay, your Ana is also going to their spawn, I think. But yeah, you just want to walk up to this corner, take this space and kind of brawl him on the corner. And then when you get low, since you have no supports, you can charge away. So charging away is a huge thing on Ryan. You're going to want to think about that in the future. You get shattered and pinned here. You know, that's just going to happen, right? Especially, I don't expect you to be like blocking every shatter. It'd be huge if you could, but we're not really worried about that right now, right? We're worried about basic cover. This is a great switch to Hog. Obviously, your supports are not doing anything for you, so being on Hog here is almost necessary, I would say. Hog or Malga. And Malga is only good because his sustain against big tanks, right? Okay, so you guys get the first point. Let's skip forward a little bit until something starts happening. Okay, so again, we're going to talk about the same thing, right? Of course, so you don't have supports, blah, 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 blah. But the idea is that you want usually to take space. So a good habit would be to be pushing up to corners where you can fight the enemy and not waiting for them on point. In this specific scenario, you are alone, right? You're in a 1v5. So when they engage on you here, assuming they push grouped, which they're probably not going to, but if they do, you need to just back up. Even if you just have to give them the point, that's okay. So, but the first thing that we're doing wrong is we're not doing anything right now, right? We need to be doing something. We need to be actually playing the game. That's a good kill. That's a great kill. Okay, couple things this fight. One, we have like a pause in our shooting rhythm. You know, it's not a big thing, but I do want to point it out, right? We're shooting this Ryan shield and we're not going to miss it. Why are we waiting? Just unload the clip. We have a couple awkward pauses there. And then a hook in general it's good to use frequently, right? We want to use it a lot, but we need to think about what's advantageous to us, right? What are we trying to do with the hook? We're trying to get kills. Our team, we don't want to rely on our team. We want to get the kills, and we are not going to kill this Reinhardt if we hook him. Because even if he's getting no support, what's going to happen is you're going to hook him, you're going to shoot him maybe once or twice, and then he's going to shield. And then it's really hard for you to do anything until his supports can heal him. So what happens is when he pins by you here, I want you, next time you see this happen, I know you're maybe trying to save your Widow, but you're looking for kills. Don't worry about your Widow. I want you to turn this corner to the right and go for any squishy. I don't care which one, but someone you can kill, right? That's what I want to see from you. Yep, good disengage. That was good. I'm fine with that hook, because this time he is killable, right? This time you may have a chance at killing him. He has no armor, and you have a Reaper next to you. And so that allows you to kill him if you hit this hook. And I'm not saying it would have, like, guaranteed you would have got the kill, but I'm saying it's more likely. And so before you use your hook, kind of ask yourself, can I kill them? And if not, you might not want to hook. I'm not saying that it's always bad if you hook someone you're not going to be able to kill. Sometimes displacing a tank is good, but I don't really want you to focus on that, right? I want you to just focus on hooking the squishies and trying to get kills. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. You don't need to melee after every shot. You can actually just keep walking closer, right? Because he does the same damage to you no matter how close you get to him. So you just have a straight advantage when you get, you know, all the way up in his shield. And so instead of, you know, shooting melee, just walk up. You can even jump to try and get over the shield and just shoot as many pellets into his head as you can. Here, one more small thing. When you walk up and shoot melee, you take a step back every time, right? Step back, right? Step back. You kind of pause. You let him get away. Get in his shield, right? You want to kill him. You want to get in his shield. Stop making distance between you and him. Try and kill him. That was a good hook, but the problem was that you weren't in a position where you were safely able to get that kill, right? What do I mean by that? Is that we have our heal. It comes back pretty much to full duration by now, and I know we're trying to get this Reinhardt kill, which is good. As soon as you get hit by this anti, you need to realize that you're 200 HP without, you know, you're not going to be able to get healed for 3.5 or 4 seconds. And so you have to play like that, right? And so Ryan only has to swing on you 3 times. Junkrat has to hit you with 1 mine plus a Ryan swing. I don't expect you to know these exact values, but I do expect you to realize that you are not a big bad Roadhog right now. You're a 200 HP hero with a massive hitbox, right? Look at how fat you are. It's so easy for them to hit you. And so I just need you to back up, wait for this anti to wear off. I need you to realize this, right? Back up, wait for the anti, use your heal, and then go back in, right? You just need to survive here. And so while the hook is good, and I like how you know, I think you were probably going for the Ryan anyways, but you got the junk, and the junk is the better hook, right? If you were intentionally doing that, good on you, but you just need to wait because you're going to die. So nice try there. The first death, I don't think it was your fault, but this one, definitely we could have done something about this, right? We could have lived. We could have just stepped back. We had natural cover right here. Maybe he shatters us anyway and we die, but at least that at that point, it's because you got on-nated. That's why you died, not because you misplayed and kept fighting when you could have gone behind cover. I wish I could go on the scoreboard right now and see how much healing your supports have, just for fun. I recommend you, even though you're getting like no help here, you're still able to win these games, right? You're playing against players that really are not sure what they're doing, aren't really focused on the right things. And so with just a little bit of improvement, I promise you can roll these games with no supports. I promise. That's fine. Good hook. That was good. Yep, perfect. You need to heal, right? You need to heal. As soon as you get this kill, you should pull out your heal. You're 350 HP, there's death mines, and the heal gives you 30% damage reduction as well. Actually, I think it's 50%. I think Manga is the one on 30%, but I'm getting them confused now. Anyways, it's going to make you take less damage while you're healing. And so since you're not getting healed by your supports, this is the point where you get your heal before you go in. And so I paused it earlier before we saw if you healed or not. You were on like 200 something HP, so I'm going to hope that you back up around the corner and heal, right? There you go. That's good. Okay, nice try on the hook. I actually like that one. Your team is mostly with you, and you probably could have done something about... I need to figure this out. I think you have a support duo who's throwing. Yeah. Yeah, very unfortunate. Not much you can do about that. I just wanted to make sure. And anyone watching this, please report players like that when you see them doing something like this. They're trying to D-rank. It honestly ruins the competitive experience for everybody, and it happens a lot in bronze, so don't be that guy. But when you throw that hook here, one thing you can try and see is that you can pull him off the map. So I was hoping you would kind of go for this. When you're standing here, if you just walk to your left, you can hook the Rein and turn to your left, and it'll place the Rein on your left, which will place him off the map, and that's a free kill. And that's one of the best ways to kill tanks, right? The most popular map is Ilios Well, but it works anywhere there's environmental kills. So it's something you can keep in mind for later. Perfect. That's awesome. That's exactly what you want to do. That was great. Dude, you're literally carrying. This is, I don't even have to say anything. This is great play right now. You literally just won that fight for your team. You could optimize some things during this fight, but honestly, if your fights look like that, you're doing great. The only things I want to say is that, like, there's these small moments of downtime where nothing's happening, right? And specifically here, you're walking up and you realize that you need to get past the cover to get to the Ana. And so all I'm gonna say is that, you know, while you're walking, you can just use your heal because you're not doing anything else anyways, right? But otherwise, I mean, this is such a good fight for you. Right? I mean, this doesn't look like bronze to me. Right, you just killed 5, right? And this is better. We're at a choke, a natural choke, right? They're gonna feed in through here, and it's gonna be easier for you to hit hooks, hit your shots, and you have cover right here. Peek out, shoot, come back. Peek out, hook, come back, right? Whatever method of that you want to do. So playing here, it's much better than playing on the point. Just make sure you don't get too aggressive with it. Right, you want to stay near cover. And this is good. Great hook. Yep, this is good. Oh, and he hits a nice shatter on you. I mean, that was nice try for you. I think that was really good. You got the hook on the echo, you know, the opening kill. And especially you're doing this with no supports, right? So that's a big thing to keep in mind. You're playing 3v5 right now, and usually if you don't have a support, you're just gonna lose. And the fact that you won this game says something. It says that you probably just better than the enemies if you're able to win a game with no supports. Because I know right away, if I'm playing tank, even if I have one support not playing the game, it's instant loss. So the fact that you're able to win this game says that you can climb. Maybe you need to play more or play hog more specifically, I'm not sure. Let's go over this fight though. Heal was good, you're backing up, trap is good. And you're even, I don't know if you're doing it on purpose, but you're even like strafing to the right here, which gives you cover from the rest of their team, right? When you go to the right, their Ana can't see you, Mercy can't see you, although that doesn't really matter to you. And so you're actually taking cover here, that's good. I would like to see you try and back up closer to the point so you can go behind this pillar, or you can try and get behind here so that you can go back to the point. But what you're doing is also, it's not bad. I would say this hook is your first mistake this fight because you're not gonna kill a nano Reinhardt, and so you're kind of, it feels like you're just hooking him to hook him. I do like this whole hog because whole hog is just so good against Reinhardt, especially like he's up in your face, right? You need space, you need separation, and you don't have heal. So what you're thinking here is, even if you can't kill him, which you actually might be able to, I'm not sure, but even if you can't kill him, what you can do is use this space to get behind cover. So while you ult here, you can use this ult to walk from here where you have no cover, right? Where they can just spam you out, to here. And they're all getting pushed back by your ult the whole time, right? So that's what we're kind of looking to do with this ult. You know, if we can get a kill, we'll take it, but that you don't have to get a kill here to make it valuable. Nice try. This one's not really on you, right? It just really sucks that you have no supports. Honestly, it sucks. Get in here early, that's good. I assume we still have no support. supports? Yeah, you still have no supports. It is what it is. Can't linger on it for too long, right? Looking to hold him at a choke. Maybe looking for a hook. That's good. Nice try. I do want to just say you can throw, if you have your trap, just throw it on your trap before you throw the hook, and it'll just make it easier to kill them, right? Because if you hit that hook onto the trap, it's going to do, I think, 30 damage initially. It doesn't really matter, right? But it just makes it easier for you to get the kill. So when you walk up here, throw the trap, then throw the hook. But otherwise, nice try. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Trap, then hook. Good stuff. Great hook. Literally mid-air hook, right? Like this isn't bronze. This is not bronze gameplay. I don't even have to say that much. You're going for the isolated targets. You're hitting your hooks. I mean, so far so good. Nice job avoiding the junk trap. You've seen it before. I do want to mention that we keep hooking the Rein when we're not really able to do anything against him. So we need to kind of get out of this habit. You're only really hooking the tank if you can displace him into a position that helps your team kill him as well. And so here, right, your team is not like you're 1v5, except there's not 5. There's 4 and 2 of them are around the corner. So hooking the Rein here doesn't really do anything for us. Yep. I would like to see you use take a breather more. I feel like you just don't use it when you need to, right? You're under half. And you get behind cover right here. Just take a big old puff of that breather. Get your health back. Good. Good. I'm also fine with that. Right? Really good. All right, and what do we think the reason we died is? Besides the fact that no one's healing us. Yeah. All right, let's watch it again. What do we think? Why do we think we died? Right, I'm watching that back, honestly. You did good. You healed when you weren't antied. You denied the res. You killed the Rein. You went for the hook on the junk. Honestly, I'll say that death wasn't even your fault either. Like you get antied and slept, and you had been using your breather and using cover the whole time. So I think that was a really good fight for you. Yep, we can. Oh, nice try. You almost got to cover. I saw what you were going for. Nice job. You got to cover. You recovered. Yeah, you're playing really well. I don't even have anything to say. You're going for the correct targets most of the time. If you play like this every game, you will get out of bronze. You will. Sometimes you hit the vape a little too long, but hey, we've all been there. And you're gonna get it back, right? It doesn't really matter. But I mean, that's a good fight. You got to cover after he shattered you. You took a breather, ran away. You re-engaged with your team, right? You went for the squishies before the tank. Your Ana is trying so hard to lose this game, but she just can't because you're carrying her. It's crazy. He's trying to hook you off the map. You're trying to hook him. Nice try. That was a good try. Either way, you kill the copy. The problem is here now we're like really out of position, right? And so at some point we've got to realize that their team can kind of collapse on us. So we're still safe right now, right? Let's see, when does it get bad? Right? We get hit with Junker Queen's knife, and that's when it gets bad. And hopefully now you realize that like you're in a very dangerous spot where a lot of them are focusing you. So hopefully you try and get back here. Perfect. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. That was great. Wow, their Ana actually hit a couple shots on that that JQ. I wasn't expecting that. Again, nice job getting to cover. Good hook. Okay. Okay. That was good. I'd like to see you heal a little bit quicker, right? It's more important if you have to choose, you get one kill and then immediately die, or you just barely don't get the kill but you live. You want to live every time. So I want to see you use your heal a little bit quicker here. Right? I just immediately, I know it's on red still, just immediately hit it as soon as you can. Because if Junkrat Mine directs us, we die instantly. It's 120 damage, I think. Don't quote me on that. Yep. Right? And so you could have actually lived there. So that is your fault, right? You could have lived. And hey, if you live there, you could just win the game right here. Because I know you're gonna lose this point, I think. All right, your soldier's trying so hard to win. But if you were here, you would have won this fight. And then it just would have been game over. You would have already won. So something to look out for. All right, time to go in. Let's see how it goes. Okay, good try, trap into hook, but again, we're going for the wrong target. We need to stop hooking the queen just because we can, or stop hooking the Rein just because we can. The times we want to hook them are the times that we're able to kill them. And so here we want to look for a hook on a squishy target. You need to heal. Yep, good heal. Oh, and you almost canceled that Junker Queen ult. Unfortunate. Yeah, an Echo just gets in the way. You would have canceled that, but nice try. You still hooked the Echo, right? You still could get kills here. So you get one kill, and you need to heal. You need to heal before you even shoot this guy. Right? Again, you die because you don't heal. If you heal there, you live. That's all there is to it. As soon as the ante comes off, right now, we are at 12:08. We die at 12:11, right? So we have 3 full seconds where we could have lived at any point during that fight. And I know that maybe what happens here, right, is you die and you're like, why wasn't I getting healed? I have 2 supports next to me. But you have to do what you can control, and your supports are clearly throwing the game. And so you want to try and do what you can to heal yourself. Otherwise, nice try. Just, you know, stop focusing the tank and use your heal faster so far. That's what we're seeing a lot of. Your cover usage is not bad, especially for a bronze. We are a little unaware of like where we're supposed to be fighting. Sometimes we're like sitting on the point too long, but our hooks are very good. Our aim, I know you said that your aim is holding you back, but your aim is not holding you back. I promise you that. Your aim is very, very good for bronze. Right? We're not taking dumb fights in the middle of nowhere. We're like looking for, you know, getting to the point in time, looking for individuals to kill. Like, you're going crazy this game. This is a really good game, especially with no supports. All right, last point. Let's see how this goes. I do want to say one thing about this so far, and that we need to try and find some cover to anchor on. We'll say anchoring on cover, right? You need to have a place to go if you're taking a lot of heat. So I don't really care what that cover is, right? Your Reaper is using this pillar, your soldier's not using any cover, right? But find something. It could be here, It could be here. I don't really care. Pick a place and anchor on it so that when it gets too hot and you need to back out and heal, you have a place to back out to. Because right here, let's say Junker Queen hits a knife on you and pulls you in towards her, and you end up right here as the echo comes around the corner. You're not going to be able to go anywhere, right? You're going to try and run around this pillar and they're going to chase you and kill you. So you need to have somewhere safer to play. This hook on the queen is better because we cancel the carnage. If you did that on purpose, then this is a good hook. If you hooked her just because you could, then not a good hook. Trying to understand the difference. We want to kill squishies, but if we can cancel things like her ult or her axe, then yeah, that's a good use. This is great. I mean, this is literally perfect. I need you to heal though. You need to heal. Keep healing, keep healing. All right, and so we could live there. It's tricky, but Tyre does 600 damage. And so with our 50% damage reduction on our breather, again, I could be off on the numbers. I believe it was 50% for a long time. We only need 300 HP and to be mid breather when that Tyre gets to us. So we need to save some small amount of our heal. I know I'm literally yelling at you to heal, but we need to save some small amount of our heal so that when Tyre gets to us, we can just pop the heal and live. But it was a good try. Like, you found cover. Your ult was really good. It was still a good fight. We just kind of fumbled the end a little bit. And I would be really impressed if you were able to live through that, right? You know, if you were able to breather and live through Tyre, that would have been a great play. I mean, you would have been left on less than 100 HP and probably would have died anyways. But it's just something you could do a little extra, right? A little more to try and win. Nice try. And this is good. Heal. Yep, good heal. This is still fine. We're getting a little lost here. You know, once the Mercy valked, we're kind of not able to do anything about her anymore, and we kind of just need to forget about her. But we're kind of taking our time. We're not rushing into things. We used our heal, thank God. We could have hit it more, right? We're still 400 HP. We could go back up almost to 700 with the amount you have left. Nice. Good retreat. Good retreat. And while you're taking this queen's attention, your Reaper just killed their entire team. Good retreat. That was awesome. You didn't even have to kill anyone there to win that fight, right? Just take their attention away from what's important. Great. Awesome. You're actually smurfing on these kids. Let's go. Alright, one more fight looks like. Oh, there's actual gameplay still. My bad. Nice try. I know what you were going for. That was really good. You can throw trap before you do it, but either way, I mean, good play, good hook. You'll notice that the Mercy's keeping her alive. So next time you have hook, you might want to try and hit the Mercy instead, right? That's also fine. That works. So you're playing really well. That hook, not so good. I mean, you still hit it, but you're not going to kill the queen. She just shouted. She has the Mercy with her. All you're going to do is pull her closer to you so that it's easier for her to hit all of her shots. You're insane. You're literally insane. You carried this game. And winning 3v5 is I mean, it's like an actual feat. That's like a real accomplishment. So you played like great this game. It didn't look anything like a bronze player to me. Do you still have a lot of stuff you can work on? Of course you do, but that's okay. So try and focus on the big picture, right? Using corners like to anchor yourself so you can walk behind them when it gets too hot. You know, making sure we're looking at our health bar more so we know when we need to heal. Trying to hook the squishies first and not hooking a tank just because they're an easy target. Things like that. But otherwise, this was a great replay. And if you keep playing like this, I guarantee you will climb. I mean, you just won this 3v5. Imagine what you could do with 2 supports. Honestly, great stuff. I got this code from my Discord. If you want to get your VOD reviewed, all you have to do is join my Discord. The link's down in the description below, and submit a VOD review request in the correct channel. That's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed, but more importantly, I hope you learned something today. See you in the next one.